started raining here, and the biggest boom of thunder hit, and it just made me want to come outside and go live. Feel that static electricity in the air that the spirits love to feel when you're when it's storming. Um, Hope y'all are doing all right. On this Saturday, I'm just chilling out, hanging out on the porch. I can feel the static in the air. I feel the energy, and I love the rain. There ain't nothing like a nice rainy evening hitting the top of your house. How is everybody doing? See if I can share this live and invite some people here. Um, let's see here. See, I got YouTube, I think. YouTube friends on here. No, I don't. Okay. Anyway, it's worth a try. I was gonna bring my tripod out here and hook it up to put my phone on it. And then I decided, nah, it's dragging it all out here and everything, and then I'd have to drag it all back out. But I got a spot set up and made to go live right here. Nice old rain. I was gonna I was thinking, welcome in, welcome to the live. I was thinking, all these big time ghost hunters that go around everywhere and do these asylums and do these hospitals. You know, they get around and they travel a lot. But what I like about everything is that I'm independent. So I try to go and do local stuff around here, let you all see where I'm from and let you all see what I experience. I mean, sure, one person, I mean, like there's been like probably two handfuls of people that are paranormal that go visit the asylums, and it gets investigated over and over and over and over. Don't y'all want some fresh stuff? Well, I'm gonna bring it to you. I'm gonna bring you some fresh stuff. I'm gonna bring you some places around here where I live that nobody has investigated. I'm gonna say hi to everybody that's came in, and thanks for all the emojis you've been posting in the chat. Really appreciate that. You really don't know how much that actually does help me when you make emojis and y'all are interactive with me. It's really cool. It helps the algorithm and it helps build up my channel. So I really greatly appreciate it. And I'll be the same way when I have a fan club or fan favorites or whatever that's called. um, I'm going to show you some stuff. Um, Not a lot of people has investigated the Spring Hill Cemetery here in Charleston, West Virginia. Only a handful of people have went up there. You can go on YouTube and search Charleston, West Virginia Spring Hill Cemetery, and you might find like two or three investigators that went up there and have investigated that area. Um, I'm planning to go up there back up there at nighttime sometime soon and to show you all the stuff that's going on up there. It was established in 1800s. The cemetery was, and it's 2026 now. So I mean, it's been there a good bit, and they, like I said, they've even got some Civil War um, graves set up, a section of Civil War people that actually were in the Civil War, and I think it's pretty cool. And around my area, I'm in Lincoln County, West Virginia, and we've got a place called Mud River. There were some skirmishes. It wasn't nothing big, but there was some small skirmishes that took place around the Mud River, and there was a lot of stuff going on in Logan County. It's not too far away, and Logan County, there has been all kinds of sorts of things happen, and people and that have done investigations up there. But I'm planning to go back and do a lot of the local investigations. And I've got people that are subscribed to me. They're from India, and I don't even know how they got there. But anyway, um, trying to get more people subscribed. Um, I posted a YouTube short in my YouTube studio. I took a little video clip and posted it on my shorts. I've had 1,960 some, I think, people viewed my YouTube channel within 28 days. Over 1,000 people has viewed it, and that is awesome. It's really my name is Will Davis, and the channel, the creator, which is me, um, it's called Paranormal Appalachia, and this is the shirt that I have associated with the channel. There's only two shirts that have been made and one hat, and I'm planning later on once I'm financially start making um financially get stabled out and everything. I'm planning to get a large shirt of this and an extra large maybe, and having a drawing to give them away. There's only gonna be two shirts that I'll give away. So and I will post that on a short video whenever I'm planning to do it. So if you don't have your notification bell turned on, please hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. Because, like I said, I'm random. I am spur of the moment. I could hop in my car and take my equipment and go down the road somewhere and do an investigation tonight. And if you don't have the notification bell on, you're going to miss it. That's how random I am. But like I said, I don't do any of the big places. I don't do any of the sanitariums. I don't do any of the asylum hospitals, mainly because they have you to join a group. It's about $120 to be in a group of 20 to 40 people. For real, if I'm gonna have a, a digital recorder, I'm gonna pick up everything but ghost. And so it just doesn't make sense. So, plus, you have a time limit. You're in there at a certain time. You have to be out at a certain time. I like to go to where I can stay as long as I want. Don't have to worry about anybody trying to kick me out. So, that's that's what makes me different from all the other investigators. Um, like I said, I'm from Lincoln County, West Virginia, and I've put some investigations of Boone County on there. I put some investigations of Logan County on there. Um, and then Charleston, the Spring Hill Cemetery. Um, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Subscribe there. And like I said, also make sure you hit that notification bell because, like I said, I am random at the spur of the moment. I will pop one when you don't think I'm going to pop one. But since this is a Saturday and everything, I thought it'd be pretty nice. I'm Eastern Standard Time at 2:20 p.m. right now, And I thought it'd be pretty cool to hop on here about this time because usually a lot of people chilled out, and especially in my area where it's raining and everything today, there's not much to do. So if y'all got any creator questions you'd like to ask me, go ahead. I mean, I'm open up to answering questions, serious ones, not no joking around ones. But like I said in my last live that I did, there is a train tunnel that I'm going to try to get permission because the train tunnel is closed down and it's on private property now. People have built houses on that area and they have no trespassing signs up. So I'm going to try to get permission to go through that train tunnel. I believe in all kinds of stuff. I mean, who's to say? I mean, there's so much AI stuff going on out there right now that anybody can make a dog look like an alien or whatever, and then maybe there is aliens. And people just haven't really caught the real live ones. So yeah, I believe that there could be aliens out there. I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a whole lot of YouTube. And another thing I do, if you subscribe to me and you have a YouTube channel, whether you have no content or not, I will still subscribe back to you to give you to give you a new subscriber. So that's a promise. I've um I've just gotten 7 new subscribers last week going live. So I went and looked down the list and seen that there was like 3 or 4 there that had channels. So I went ahead and subscribed to their channels, and I kind of looked around on their channels and stuff, see what kind of content they had, and I made comments to help their algorithm also. Because when people watches your content on your YouTube channel and they watch it all the way through and they leave just a little comment, it helps greatly. It really does. And YouTube, I have YouTube studios where I'm a creator and where I can go live and everything. I'm up to 644 subscribed. Well, now you said you subscribed, so now I should be up to 645 subscribers on YouTube. So the algorithm, YouTube looks at all your content. They look at whether you're watching through a phone, whether you're watching through a tablet or a laptop. They put that all in the calculation, and they let me know. And most the percentage of people watch through their cell phones is what I've been gathering the details and data. But yeah, it is it is time to go paranormal investigating again. Um, I've gotten some orbs. Well, thank you, appreciate that. But I have a security camera right up here on my porch, and it's filming another trailer that the landlord uses for a supply room, a supply area. And I caught orbs flying around in front of my cameras, and I posted that on my YouTube channel. Go check that out. It's a perfect round circle white ball, and it just floats like this around. And I was actually watching on my camera a little bit a couple days ago at nighttime, and I saw some more orbs. But I don't want to keep on adding a bunch of videos of my security cameras was showing the same thing over and over. And I don't want to get people to be completely dumbfounded and bored of content. So I always try to change it up. I always try to make it a little bit more interesting. Um, we have a Maltese puppy, and It's a little white Maltese puppy, and I've got hair all over me. Even when I'm not even holding it, I feel like I got hair in my mouth. So, but like I said, if you're watching my YouTube channel and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content. Because the stuff that I post on my YouTube channel, I try to make it interesting. I try to make it something worth watching, and just not random stuff. You know what I mean? Um, like I said, the Spring Hill Cemetery, I want to get back up there at nighttime and see all the strange things that's going on up there. I've heard of shadow figures walking across the road up there. I've heard of I have a friend that's actually homeless and he's living on the edge, outskirts of the cemetery. And he said he's heard screams up there. He's seen things, he's heard things. And so I'm really intrigued to go up there at nighttime. He's supposed to hook up with me and show me the locations of some of the places that are supposed to be really active. So whenever I do post that, um, you don't want to miss it because it's going to be pretty cool. Um, I went up there, like I said, I went up there daytime, and my REM pod just kept going crazy, would not stop going off. And so I couldn't imagine what it'd be like at nighttime, all of my stuff going off and everything. I'm drinking some iced tea, pretty good. So I hope everybody's doing good this Saturday. And like I said, I also have on my content. I have the old school that used to be a regular grade school. They shut down and they turned it into a haunted house. And we had gotten access to go up there and check that place out. And we went up there and checked it out. And down in the basement, I found some crazy stuff going on. Tried to put like an EMF in there, get it to spike, but it wouldn't spike. But I felt like there was something back in a crawl space watching me. Kind of creepy. I definitely had a feeling to where my buddies took off on me and started heading back upstairs. And I was like, well, whoa, wait a minute, wait for me. It felt something like was just slithered back up in the corner of that crawl space. But um a lot of some of my videos I have has the volume blasting on it. And the reason why is because um when I got my camera, it had an external mic that you can hook up to it. So I had my external mic hooked up on my digital camcorder, and it was picking up too good. So from now on, I'm just gonna have to use the other little mic that actually clips onto my shirt, and to keep the sound down to where you can actually hear everything. Game bro, are you a gamer? Have I seen spirits? I've had spirits tell me that they were going to kill me. I've had a spirit, s- I don't know, shock me or shoot I don't know what it was. So like electrical shock in the middle of my lower back, and that was kind of crazy. And then I was actually pushed when I was a teenager when I was standing on a culvert looking down into the water, and there's a cemetery up on the hill from it, and I actually felt like I was pushed. And when I turned around, there was nobody there. But um, I've seen shadows. I've seen shadows and stuff out of my peripheral vision. Um, and yeah, it's crazy. My house is my house has spirits in it, and they will use the REM pod, the EMF. Oh yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty scary because I wasn't expecting it. And what I was doing, I was actually sitting in my cousin's, and this is before I really got into doing paranormal stuff. Yeah, had watched a couple of TV shows called White Noise. Well, I watched a movie called White Noise, and my cousin had told me that her apartment was haunted and that her cats would growl and hiss at things. Books would fly off of her bookshelf, um, and all kinds of different things like that. And I said, you know what? You're full of crap. I don't believe you. So, of course, being me, spontaneously, I went up to her place. Now, I remind you, this was years back. Um, I went to her apartment and I had a handheld, I had an old handheld digital, no, not digital. I had an old handheld Radio Shack tape recorder that had the mini cassettes. And I took it, put it on record, stuck it on her bathroom sink, turned the water on really low, and I'd shut the door. There was nobody else in there when I left. I waited about 5 or 10 minutes. I came back to the bathroom, picked up the recorder, turned off the water, stopped it, and rewinded the tape, and I could hear a spirit saying, "I will kill you." And I can't mimic or mock it because it's just the volume was going in and out, and it sounded like somebody having a radio knob, the volume and going up and down with it, and it was pretty freaking crazy. I still get chills thinking about it, but like I said, that was years back, and I'm still alive, so must be doing something right, huh? And then I also had this big crystal, and I was trying to ground myself, sit down on the our kitchen floor and holding the crystal, and I was trying to take deep breaths and relax and ground myself to see if I could hear anything. And that's when I felt like something shot electricity in the middle of my back, and I jumped and turned around, and I hollered at my cousin, and because I thought she was messing with me. And when I turned around and looked, I could see her sitting on the couch in the living room. I'm like, holy shit. Okay, that's crazy. So yeah, I've been touched by spirits. I've heard spirits on tape tell me that they were going to kill me. Um, I've had experiences with them. Like I said, I see some things on my peripheral vision, and it intrigues me. Just wanna, it intrigues me to want to search a little bit more. That's the maintenance people driving their big old truck around. Well, I do use I do use an old Viking ruin. It might be a witchcraft ruin, but this is my non dominant wrist. It's a straight line with a it's kind of like a W on top and a W on the bottom, and that's supposed to be for protection. And you can also look on my YouTube channel. I put a picture of a necklace that I'd made. It's a copper piece. It actually goes onto a car battery, and but it's made of pure copper. I'd stuck little mini crystals down inside there, just a different variety of them, and then I stuck a white quartz crystal down on top of it, and I hot glued it to conceal that up. And then I took copper wire, wrapped around the copper piece, and I also took a pure silver chain and wrapped it around, and I hot glued all that chain and copper onto the necklace. And I said a Cherokee. I'm 2% Cherokee, so I believe my, the 2% Cherokee that I had in me was good enough to, because it's what you put into something, what you're going to get out of it. So I said a Cherokee prayer over the necklace: strength, peace, and protection, prosperity, strength, peace, and protection. Yeah, that's what I said. And like I said, with the silver and the copper, it's all supposed to be for protection also. And then I've also drawn I took a black marker and drew a symbol of the red-tailed hawk from the Cherokee people. They believe that that was a symbol of peace and protection. So yeah, those are a couple little things that I've done, but I haven't ran into anything super crazy to really need to have a lot of protection on myself. But we'll see. I'm trying to stir things up. I'm trying to look for the things that go bump in the night. I don't know what's out there, but that's why I'm here. And if it's out there, I'll find it. They have the old Appalachian tales about at nighttime. At nighttime, you're not supposed to whistle back into the woods. You're not supposed to go out at nighttime, and you're not supposed to look out your window or something. I've got some videos already on my YouTube channel. There's like 80 some videos. You can go check that out. Um, an interesting video I did is the Spring Hill Cemetery one. Go check that out. I'm pretty sure you'll like that investigation. Um, I had a REM pod and I set it down on. It was during the day. I had a REM pod and I set it down, pulled the antenna up. As soon as I turned it on, the thing went absolutely crazy. Would not stop going off. Um, I had a spirit app on my spirit box, and I was sitting down and I was listening to it. It said three, and I said, "Three what?" And it came back and said three tails. And I was like, holy cow, man. I don't know what that meant, but when I asked the question, what do you mean by three? And it came back and said three tails, it freaked me out. But yes, I really appreciate the likes and the subscribes and your support. Um, if you all are watching this and you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe, and I'll subscribe back to you. And hit the notification bell, because I am a random, spontaneous person. I could be getting off of here and then later on tonight go back down somewhere else and do a investigation video. That's just the way I am. I never have any set date planned. Um, I've also had a spirit push my car backwards in neutral. There's a spot down here in West Virginia, Logan County. There's a church right up on the hill from this area. This woman had went to church and she was leaving church. She stopped at the intersection and she got hit by a truck and killed her. And anytime that you park your vehicle down at the bottom of the hill and you put it in neutral, your car will be pushed back up on the hill, pushed backwards. And I went and did it, and it's true. It actually happened. And I'm thinking I'm like, all right, how am I going to prove this to people on the internet that this is true and this is not? Um, I was like, okay, I can have it. I'll take my camera and put it on a tripod, and then I'll take my phone. I'll go and I'll I'll record it while I'm sitting in the car, show my feet and show the gear shift, and then actually people can see that the car does get pushed backwards up the hill. So it was crazy. Alrighty, well, thank you for stopping in, Barb. Appreciate your time you spent. But yeah, it was it, it's it was unexplainable. I could not. There was nobody. There was no way that that could have been done, but by a spirit pushing my car up the hill backwards. And I have a Chevy Trax 2025 Chevy Trax, and it's kind of like a USB, a US, like a sedan or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I put it in neutral, and the car started rolling backwards up the hill. And I was like, man, that's just crazy. I still don't want to believe it though. I still don't want to believe that there was a spirit in front of my vehicle pushing my car backwards. I wanna try to, I try to debunk stuff too. When I do investigations or I pick up strange noises or I hear things, I'll try to sit there and debunk. I'm like, okay, did I actually hear this? Is there anybody else around? Is it my imagination? I sit there and I really try to come up with a explanation what I saw or what I heard. And a lot of times I can't. And I've always said this, and I will always stick to true to my word. I will never script any kind of investigation. If I go to somewhere and I investigate and I don't pick up anything for an hour, it's over. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. I ain't gonna have somebody in the woods behind a tree at nighttime making noises and screaming or hollering. If I don't, if it's not there and it's not true, then it's not there. I'm not, I'm not a faker. There's a lot of, well, not a lot, but there's a handful of people that I watch on YouTube that do paranormal stuff, and sometimes I think that they have their friends outside hitting the wall or something. Because I mean, like they'll go to a location to investigate it, and they get stuff right off the bat. I mean, things start happening, noises, knocks. I'm like, "You really?" I'm like, "Now I don't believe this." I mean, you know, I've actually wanted to go to some of the places they went to and investigate myself to see if it was truly true what they picked up or what they recorded. But like I said, if you all are watching this live video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm a small time independent paranormal investigator, and all your subscriptions, when you subscribe, helps me out a lot, and I appreciate it. I don't get paid by YouTube. Um, so, all the equipment I have, it's came out of my own pocket. And I roughly probably say that I have a little bit more than $1,000 right now in equipment. The REM pods, I bought a brand new laptop computer. It was like $650. I bought a spirit box. I got ghost apps on my phone, which wasn't that much, but I mean, $5 is $5, right? And I got cat balls. I got an EMF. I bought a big old tripod, and I bought my camera. It's supposed to have night vision on it. It has Wi-Fi, and it records in 8K. And I did I did put my video solution down to 4K, but I switched it around and I put it back up to 8K because I wanted my videos to have a better resolution and everything, better sound quality and picture. Plus, one thing that kind of stops me from posting a lot of my videos and stuff that I have is my Wi-Fi. I've got Frontier Communications, and I'm ashamed to say that I have it, but their upload speed right here at the house is only 1.12. Sometimes it'll get to 1.30, but it's pretty pathetic. And that's one of the main stoppers that I have. So if I really want to download videos, I usually have to go to the library and download there. I couldn't. I've got two videos already that I have saved on my digital camcorder. It's a investigation of my bedroom, and I've had the REM pod going off. I had the EMF going off. It even actually touched one of the cat balls um, and made it go off. There's only like two or three times that my cat ball has went off while I was using it on investigations. Um, another investigation I have on my video. Um, I caught Logan County, Lake Mifflin. It was like winter time and it was only like 28 degrees and we were freezing. Oh my gosh, it was so cold. And it was 11 o'clock at night. And there was a story rumored that some high official, somebody in the government or something, or legislator, something. I don't know exactly. Like I said, it's hearsay. It's rumors that they were killed, rolled up in a plastic tarp, and their body was thrown into this small little pond area. And me and my friend, we had went and investigated it, and my cat ball went off when I was asking questions up there, and it was winter time there. So I mean, that's one time that it went off, and it's went off in my room, and see where, and I think it's went off in Spring Hill Cemetery, I think. But it's pretty interesting. When you think you're not going to get nothing, is usually when it surprises you, and everything goes off, and everything starts acting crazy. I got a lot of ghost taps on my phone. I got Spirit Talker. I got Ghost Tube, and I have a couple other ones on there. And I've been messing around with them. I'm trying to debunk it, see if it's true or not, if it actually does work like they say it does. And I had it said my name once. It said my first real name, so I believe it. Yeah. Tried to debunk it, and it proved me wrong. So the ghost apps work. Sometimes it will say the same thing over and over, but I do believe if you go into different locations and you turn your ghost app on, that you will get random stuff, and sometimes it'll make sense. Alrighty, guys. Well, I've been on here for 38 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. Um, just wanted to come on here and tease everybody that I am random and spontaneous. So videos can be uploading any old day, at any time. So you don't want to miss them. So make sure you hit that notification bell for all notifications. I'll probably post shorts and let you all know when I was going to go live or when I'm getting ready to upload a video. So that will help you all out a lot. Keep track of me and my movement because, like I said, I'm always jumping around. But I appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate all the likes that y'all are giving, and I appreciate all the emojis. And I'm gonna go and check all the subscribers, see if I've gotten any more subscribers to my channel, and if I have and you have a YouTube channel, I will subscribe back to your YouTube channel, and I will actually watch your content, make comments. It helps everybody out. It's good algorithm on YouTube. But meanwhile, this is another Paranormal Appalachia signing out.